Good evening, and welcome to the second installment of Ancient Reality TV. We are St. Augustine's only public access variety television show, produced exclusively for you, our viewers.
Tonight on Ancient Reality TV, we sit down with a local magician who just might be the next Houdini, blast off with the Ancient City Astronomy Club, and lounge to the tune of Gainesville's Room 13.
We're your hosts, Michael and Brooke Ashley. Join us for tonight's Escape.
This evening, we're going to start things off in deep space with Ancient City Astronomy Club Vice President Paul Jones. This segment was produced by our studio's newest member and galactic travel expert. We think he did an astronomical job.
Hello everybody, my name is Paul Jones. I am the Vice President of the Ancient City Astronomy Club in St. Augustine. I am one of the original members of the Ancient City Astronomy Club. We go all the way back to 1974, believe it or not.
What should we look up for in the coming days and weeks in our night sky?
Well, your timing is good because there's a couple of really interesting things going on over the next, I'd say, 2 to 3 weeks. 2 major meteor showers are coming up. The first one is, let's say, on the 22nd, the morning of April 22nd. One of the better meteor showers of the year, called the April Lyrids, are going on. They are a meteor shower that produces about 15 to 20 meteors per hour. And then in early May, there's another meteor shower called the Eta Aquariids, which again will be really early in the morning. But they are actually little bits and pieces of Halley's Comet. The only bad part about the meteor showers is they're better after midnight. If anybody's been out in the evening, they probably noticed a very bright star over in the western sky. Well, that's not a star, that's our sister planet, Venus, which at this time of the year is very bright and prominent in the evening sky. That's the only planet we've got in the evening sky. The rest of them you have to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning to see. Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars are all in a single file line in the southern sky about 4 and 5 a.m.
We have been noticing a lot of the Starlink satellites in our neighborhood. Have you seen any from your planet?
I was out actually photographing an event. The planet Venus was passing very close to a star cluster called the Pleiades, and I was out getting pictures of it. All of a sudden I started seeing this line of satellites go by, one after the other, single file. I saw 1, then 2, then 4, then 8, then 12. They were all Starlinks, easily visible with the naked eye. And fortunately, with my experience, I knew right away what they must have been. But if somebody without a lot of knowledge or experience would see something like that, they would really be, it could be almost frightening to see it.
What is your favorite movie about my people?
If I had to pick an all-time favorite, I would probably say it was Carl Sagan's Contact in 1997. If anybody wanted to see a really good treatment of extraterrestrial life and so forth, I'd recommend that movie.
How can we keep in contact with the Astronomy Club?
When things resume to normal, we meet on the 3rd Friday of every month, right down the road at the St. Augustine Beach City Hall meeting room at 7 o'clock. The public is welcome. Guests are welcome. No memberships required. No telescope is required. And twice a month we have, weather permitting, star parties at a local dark sky location. And again, anyone is welcome to come to that. We do have an awesome and very robust Facebook page. Look up Friends of the Ancient City Astronomy Club. We'd love to have folks join, and we try to give you something that makes it worthwhile. We just love to share our hobby.
Wow, that was out of this world! Some fun stuff going on up there. Thanks again to Paul for giving us the lowdown on the high skies.
And now it's time to slide into our weekly Old Town Shakedown. Welcome to Old Town Shakedown, your source for news you can use.
Sports. Golfing remains open to the public, and I am pleased to announce that WWE Wrestling is now essential, and I mean essential, here in Florida. Production has resumed in Orlando. The high-contact sport surfing is thankfully limited to only several hours in the morning here in the oldest city, because we all know that surfing in the evening scientifically increases exposure.
It is science, Michael. I'm glad they scheduled their soft opening for a Saturday when everyone else had plans. Tree climbing. This week, Edie McKenna, an all-state climber in the Live Oak divisions, has received a full ride to an online second grade class in St. Johns County. She went out on a limb to share some climbing secrets with us. Take a look. How old were you when you started tree climbing?
4.
And did you build this rope system yourself?
My sister did.
Your sister did? How did you know to use your toes? Did you build the knots on the rope?
Yeah.
And is it more comfortable using your toes on the rope than scaling up the tree without the rope?
It's more easier, but it's probably a little bit more comfortable at that, but it's a lot more easier just putting my toes on the rope.
Okay. What is your favorite part about tree climbing?
Climbing around the tree.
All right. Anything else you would like to say?
That's all, folks.
In gardening news, lubbers continue to grow exponentially in your gardens. Recent studies from biologists have shown that they grow approximately 2 inches every hour.
Incredible. Unemployment. It has been a full-time job applying for unemployment in Florida. Clearly, the staff here at Ancient Reality TV is gainfully employed and making big bucks thanks to all of our sponsors. But apparently, the state website is quite a tangled web.
What a mess.
Mess.
We're not practicing doctors, but we do practice common sense. This week's common sense advice is to wear gloves. While it may be uncomfortable at first, you'll get used to walking in them in no time. Latex gloves are available for pickup at the Purple Olive or the Cheese Wheel on West King Street.
Have you seen this man? If you have any information, please contact us at info@ancientrealitytv.com.
And that's a wrap for this edition.
Good night and stay sane out there.
All right. I mean, you know, And without any further ado, we would like to introduce our viewers to one of the most underrated and undiscovered magicians in the magic world. He is St. Augustine's own MykMystyk. And boy, is it a treat to feature him here on Ancient Reality TV.
This is a wonderful, heartwarming piece. We hope you enjoy.
My name is MykMystyk. This is my story. ever since I was a child, I wanted to be a magician. But as I grew older, I realized I'm not magic. The first time I really saw a magic show, I was at a friend's birthday party. And from that moment forward, ever since that day, I knew that I was going to be a magician. Or a clown. Or a cake baker. One of those. I'm a good Christian boy and I don't want to get too heavy into the dark arts. But yeah, I would say that I definitely still identify as a magician, even though I'm not magic. People say it's just an illusion or a sleight of hand, and they have these simple explanations, but I'm a believer. I'm a true believer in magic. I know it's real.
I'm stuck again! Mom, I'm stuck again!
So I've had to reimagine the art of magic. And I'm trying to teach myself new illusion techniques. One of which is widely practiced in the magic world, and I got myself a hot assistant. I purchased the Chris Angel Magic box set, but everything's a little too advanced for me. I've watched a lot of videos on YouTube trying to freeze frame and catch the sleight of hand, you know, a little something up their sleeve. But I feel like if the magician is magic, how are you gonna see them do the trick? So I joined a magic club. The first rule is you can't talk about it and stuff. But the second rule is members can't reveal any secrets, even to other magicians, which is totally unfair. Because people like me aren't magic, and then people that are magic can just read minds and stuff. Like, where does that leave us? It's like a catch-22 or whatever, you know? Well, I'm hoping to do some shows in Vegas soon. I'm much more drawn to this big production type stuff, you know? I got some things lined up with lions and hot girls and disappearing sports cars. Actually working on one that's an appearing sports car because I don't have a sports car yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, my newest trick features an untamed lion and a beautiful girl. Okay. Now, why won't you step over here, my darling? She's in. I will chain her up. Lock her in here. As you can see, the chains are secure. Double check the lock. And yes, we are indeed locked there. Okay. Hold your breath Assistant, I better set this further away. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the assistant. Why not now? Act like you're fine. He is just a natural born performer. We wish him luck in Vegas.
Handsome too.
Well, enough about MykMystyk. It is time for our weekly musical showcase.
This week we want you to pour yourself a neon-colored tiki drink, sit back and chillax to the soothing sounds of Room 13.
Room 13 is a group of Florida natives currently residing in Gainesville, but don't be surprised if you catch them at their favorite bars down on Bourbon Street in the big old easy. Daytona Beach View is the single off their new album of the same name. Give it up for Room 13.